Alright, we are starting. Okay, for now on, let combat do what he wants to do. Alright. So everybody else, let's start off the debates. Alright, let's start off by introducing our candidates. We have 3 candidates today. We have Daftblade, we have Combat, and we have Elder. Let's start. When I do the debates, how this is going to work is I'm going to give you each 1 minute to speak, and then after that minute, each other person can place their retort, and I will go down the line until all disputes are settled. I will first ask the questions, and then after that, we will ask our audience behind us to ask some questions that they have for the future of Dalek. So let's start by introducing each other. Daftblade, since you were once upon a time president, I will let you start.
Thank you very much. So, guys, as you know, we're running for presidency again. This time around, it's Eldorado, Combat, and me. And obviously the only chance for Dalek to improve and just thrive in the near future is by voting for me.
Go ahead, Combat. You're up next.
Well,
YOLO.
Next.
I guess that's Alright, Elder, you're up next.
Well, while Daft says that he is obviously the only. Wait.
We're talking about introductions.
I'm waiting.
You're ready. Go.
Hold on, I'm gonna let Combat type because he's not in voice.
Oh, wait. Crap. I gotta make sure I get my display on. Sorry. Okay, go ahead, Combat. He's going to free the people of Dalek and give them happiness. Alright. Is that all? You have 20 seconds. Okay. I will also... 20% taxes back. Alright, that ends Combat's round for introductions. Elder, your round.
So, into the future of Dalek, I see this place not only thriving under my rule with the current system that we have, but also new ideas added into it, such as changing the iron rate, etc. And that is the only way I believe that Dalek can continue into the future properly. Vote Elder 2019.
Very nice. So anyways, I am now going to talk about the future questions of Dalek, anything that I feel that is on everyone's mind. So let's start again with Daft. What will the taxes be in the future? It has been 32 iron for forever.
it has been indeed. So that definitely needs to change, and I think it needs to probably lower, but I need to see exactly what the Dalek's treasury says before I can judge that. But I'm sure the treasury will be fine. Other than that, I will have to see how people will vote on the, vote them planning to hold about the currency. Depending on how it goes, we might change that up.
Alright, very good. Now, Combat, what is your idea on the tax system? Okay. You know what? I will have, because I don't want to keep switching back the text on the video, so I will have you translate for him. So whatever he says, you say.
The tax system is very bad.
Okay.
Strong statement.
I'll change it into 15 iron for per week.
All right. Per
per
month.
month, which equates to 4.23 iron per week.
I like how excited he was.
Gets paid 20% back, no interest whatsoever.
All right, that's your minute. All right, so we're gonna go with Elder. Elder.
Okay, so our current tax system, I think, is in a perfect spot to where we're gaining and not losing at the same time with our community builds and etc. So my proposition is just to keep the tax the same. However, it will, with us not getting paid for community builds through the ones that me and my campaign are doing, it'll allow Dalek to gain more money, and at the same time us have nothing really changed to our wallets in the amount of iron that we have.
All right, that sounds awesome. Now let's debate the tax system. Actually, let's talk about something else. Okay, so the economy is still 1 iron or 1 lick. Our names, or our economy's price is still named licks, and our economy is 1 lick per iron, 10 licks per gold, and 100 licks per diamond. Do you guys have any plans about that in the future? Starting with Daft.
Yes, because I've already conducted a survey, and many people have thankfully participated, and some have suggested incredible things, which I'm excited to talking about. And the name in particular, funny enough, has been said is fine. So the name itself would just stay the same, but I do plan on changing iron, gold, and diamonds as currency up, just so the people can earn more money and use the items better in their builds, like hoppers or other material.
And then combat.
I will change iron into 5 licks and gold into 1 lick, I guess. You're making me sound really shit right now, you know?
And Elder.
Okay, so my current plan, just due to how we had this set up originally, how iron was the most common thing we found, gold being a little more rare, and then diamonds obviously being the rarest thing we can find, I was proposing that we change the current system from raising iron from 1 lick to 5. And possibly, if this benefits everyone, changing 1 iron into 20.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
And the only reason is that I'm doing that is not only are we going to have more money in our pockets overall, it's not going to change the tax system too horribly, and the Dalek is only going to be richer, we're going to be richer, and it gives new players an opportunity to have money as quick as possible.
All right, there's your minute. Okay, so we have one more question, and then after that, we're going to get into the heat of the debates. So the last question is, what future rules will you implement in Dalek? Starting with Daft.
I don't think that there need to be any more rules implemented in particular. Obviously, a few might come up during the time of my leadership, but I don't particularly think there will be any necessary changes. On the other hand, I do think that law enforcement needs to be reinforced.
All right. And then, let's start with combat. What do you think rules should be implemented in?
Builders, redstone engineers, architects, etc.
Are you?
Hold on, stop hitting each other.
He's on fire.
He's
Come on, guys.
Fire.
He puts himself in fire? Well, duh. Don't. Any other rules? Oh, nice seat,
Okay.
Tenjin.
He would like people to
Um,
donate to his cuck shed.
Cool. Alright, Elder. Future rules and improvements, or future rules. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be completely honest with. Oh. he
got
didn't
rules?
know here.
What rolls?
Rules. R-U-L-E-S.
A rule, y'all. Sorry, rules. I'm sorry, like laws. You know what, Combat? I'll come back to you on that question. We'll have Elder go. That way
Come back, keep typing.
that way you can type out everything like rules, laws. All right, Elder.
So I would have to agree with Daft on this one. Honestly, I think that our current system right now that we have is excellent. I don't think anything really needs to be changed to it, but I definitely agree that the laws have to be enforced more than what they already are.
Cool. All right. Go ahead and keep Combat. I'll give you a chance to reply to that. Any future rules, as in laws, that you would love to implement?
Same as the others.
All
Law
right.
enforcements feel like should be more stricter. Nothing really wrong with the server. Players are perfectly fine. New players, welcome home.
All right. So now, let's get into the debates. All right. So I'm gonna start with. Actually, we'll start with Daft, and we're gonna talk about why you think you're president, why you should be president, all the future things you would love to change, and all that. Start with you, Daft, and go.
Lovely, thank you very much. So the reason why I think I should be your president is because Dalek is a wonderful place. There is not much that actually needs improving, but what does need improving is people's wealth. And the only way we can actually do that is not by stop paying people for building community work, is by keep on paying them to do community work, by lowering taxes and not raising the value of our current currency, so people have to go even deeper into their pocket.
All right. Elder, would you like to retort?
Yes, I would, Chip. Okay, so the way I feel about this is we as a community are obviously growing. We need newer players to have money. We need that money to be able to be gotten in a very common, safe way. Obviously by mining iron, because they're not going to have a lot to begin with. So if we raise those prices, raise the currency, instead of taking away certain currencies, I feel like that's going to make us richer in the future, instead of, taking away currency. And also, it's not the fact that I'm not going to be paying people for community builds, it's just that my team in itself, the community builds that we are going to be doing, the bigger ones, we're not going to take payment for. So I never promised that we were going to take away money for community builds. I said that we, as my team, are going to not accept payment, and that way it makes Dalek richer, more beautiful, and more welcoming to everyone.
All right. Thank you. Now, Combat, go ahead and have a retort or explain why you should be president and why these guys shouldn't.
YOLO dash you in, by the way, to be fairly honest. Fuck you. Why do you make me say that? I want Elder to win.
Alright. Well, okay, well, moving on. Alright. So, anyways, let's take some questions from the audience. Temjin, would you like to ask a question?
Okay, so I want to ask a question to Elder Razi.
Okay.
When you say you and your team gonna build the a bigger community job, who exactly are you and your team?
Well, obviously they're my supporters, my campaign managers, my roommate. And that being, it would be me, Salty, Nasty, Hellcat, and anyone else who is willing to join us in that endeavor.
If you guys have any examples of projects you did in the past that you or your team managed to finish?
Yes, actually. Not only was I the first person to build a shop here in the community center, me personally, I have laid the foundation for the original community center. I built the first and second community center portals. In current progress, we have Lost Dalek, obviously, and now while that isn't finished, we kind of fell under a weird time as the elections were coming up, so we can't really use that as an example of a finished project. However, it will be finished eventually, and it's obviously not going to be taking payment from Dalek for doing so.
Well, all right. Now, Daff, would you like to retort? Daft?
Sorry, I had my microphone turned off. I just agree with Eldrazi that he did have the first shop, indeed. And we were all able to buy loads and loads of food for about a week. After that, we had to go hunting, I'm afraid, but luckily we have solved it. On the other hand, I personally think that... Sorry, I just lost the point.
All right, we'll return to you another time. Combat, would you like to retort? Yes. Okay. Next.
I don't know, I'll let you win.
All right. I have a question in place of the king, which I am totally not. I am Chip Dingle. Chip freaking Dingle. That's right. You see it here now, gentlemen.
Is that your full name?
It's Chip Dingle, damn it. Oh, Salty, you're here. I'll give you a chance to question. Anyways. I want to know, my question is directed to Daft. Last time you were president, you up and left. Nothing was changed, no currency or anything like that. We didn't have any community builds or events. Will this happen again in the future?
During my previous and first presidency, I have built a museum.
That's true. I'm sorry. I am Chip
And we
Dingle.
have had a tournament which Jack has won.
Oh, wait, but that was... Didn't the king arrange that?
Yeah, the king in honor of the new president.
Alright. So, I guess we're going to go with our... Alright, Salty, you want a question?
Do I want a question?
Can I
Retort!
repeat that?
Retort! Yes.
I'm... Okay, so my issue with Daft saying he built the museum and stuff like that, while he did, the rest of his presidency yielded no results. And actually, if you look back on his past rules, he made a law that if somebody didn't change the wording on the signs, that he would shut down their shopping completely until it was changed, which I personally thought was not a very good policy. And really, that was one of the only things that he introduced, other than that museum, during his presidency.
Daft?
Yes. That is incorrect, I'm afraid, because I also managed to lower the taxes from 6.4 to 32 iron, which is still sitting at, so...
Okay. I will give you that.
Alright.
I will apologize for not acknowledging that.
No, that's fine,
No.
This is a debate.
This is... Now, I'll get you Salty. Do you want a question?
No, I just got here, so
Cool.
carry on about your life. I'll
Sebjin, would you like another question?
Yes, I would like to have another question for Elder.
You're welcome.
So,
Okay.
when you said you and your team gonna do the community job, I don't see why that thing is a benefit because the point of having community job is so that new people who don't have money can actually earn money by working for the government. Like if you're taking the jobs, the new guy is not gonna be able to uh, have a chance to earn money. You know, what if we got someone who is good at building but doesn't like mining, for example?
Okay. So in that case, if they would like to join the community build and not be a specific part of my team, I will allow them to get paid just so they can earn the money, but my team specifically will not accept the money for it, just so it saves Dalek a little money and is still helping out the little guy.
All right. Anybody got any more
that's it
for
for now.
Gus? Any questions? All
I
right.
think the young lady in the background.
All right. I need you to translate for Gus.
I have a question about Lost Dalek.
Is it Lost Dalek or Lost Dalek? Like Lost from Los Angeles?
Lost, like L-O-S-T.
No, what I mean is nasty and
Last
salty.
Dalek? Do you mean Last Dalek?
It's lost. It's like L.A., so it's L.A.S. Dalek.
Oh,
No,
LAS.
nope,
Okay,
that's a
last.
different place.
Oh,
That's a different place.
Wait. Oh,
This is like the Atlantis of Dalek.
oh, okay.
Underwater City?
Lost. L-O-S-T.
Oh, okay.
Told you, freaking idiots. Shut up, let me translate properly.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're beautiful, Tenjin. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, Tenton. I need to ask you the question later, but still, I love you.
All right, go for it, Gus. Floor is yours.
Any day now.
He's probably got a big question to ask.
I have to read this, watch half of it, not even loaded.
So, how is everyone? Pretty good?
Pretty
Oh, I'm good, dude. I
Yeah,
sweated
pretty
in the
good.
kitchen all day.
How you doing? How you doing?
After Lost Dalek is fully completed, will there be a governance system placed such as property or tax or weekly or even monthly tax? Or will it be strict tourist attraction?
Okay, so who is that a question for?
Gus,
Who is that towards to? Gus?
I would imagine it's elders.
Yeah, that's aimed towards Elder.
Yeah, no one's
Okay.
got it, yeah.
So,
Dalek,
Lost Dalek is actually going to be a community area for everyone to build like houses and shops and stuff, but it is not going to have a tax or anything. You'll be able to live there completely unburdened. Obviously, you'll still have to pay the Dalek tax as everyone in the server has to, but there will be no additional charges to such.
All right. I have one final question. The economy, you're still talking, and Daft, you're still talking about the economy being just diamonds.
I personally support the opinion of just having gold and diamonds.
Gold and
But,
diamonds.
but I would put it down to a public vote, because in the end I'm not here to represent my opinion, I'm here to represent everybody's opinion.
And Elder, you're willing to keep it the same, iron, gold, and diamonds.
And the reason I'm willing to keep it the same is not only will that cost a lot of resources and time for our king to change that whole system, then the bank is going to be down. Nobody is going to be able to exchange that money for probably about 2 weeks or so while the entire system in the building is changed. We're all going to have a lot harder time paying our taxes, obviously, because it's going to be in a gold and a diamond standard. And honestly, by that ruling, that means that taxes would definitely increase because it would be no $1 bill.
Alright, Dav, do you want to retort?
I'm sorry, my connection is dropping a little bit, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I don't think that, I think that removing iron would be a better choice. Because, essentially what happens is gold will be used instead of iron. So we would use the gold for taxes. And it's not that gold is much more rare. Currently, I would say it's a lot more common than it is rare, than iron is, for example.
Alright.
And
Oh, sorry.
hang on, sorry. In the end, the gold would be flowing through the economy. Everybody would spend some and gain some from the income from the shops. And if not, the bank doesn't have to be changed much. Only the tax machine, because in the end, you will still be able to buy iron from it.
Alright. Now we're gonna go into... Alright, do you want to retort, Elder?
I want to retort again.
Okay.
So yeah, while you say that iron is going to be taken out, people who are in New Wolf Den or newer, or people who don't get on as often, obviously, they're not going to have the same opportunities as we will to do the community mining and everything else that we do to gain all of that gold and diamonds. So therefore, the new people who come in are going to have less money, and they're going to have less money for a while because they're not going to have the equipment, the time, or anything else to be able to mine the diamonds and gold. Therefore, they would have to get a shop set up immediately, which we have a very good structure for shops. I will say that. It's hard to get off the ground. It is very, very hard to get off the ground, especially with people selling almost every item in the game.
Alright. So let's get down to our closing statements. Since you guys debated the hell out of Combat and he left, I will start off. Who wants to start off first with their closing statements? I'll give an option.
I don't mind open, so if Eldorazi wants to do the closing statement first, please go ahead.
You know what? Let's do a coin flip. Heads or tails, Daft?
Head.
Alright, tails. I guess I'll go first.
Enjoy.
Daft, we both came here from the beginning. We've both been here a hell of a long time and have experienced a lot of things together. However, your policies and my policies do not line up, and it seems that you have more of an interest in the richer of the people, while I have an interest in more of the poorer of the people. I want to help everyone, from New Wolf Den to Lost Dalek, and make this place richer, better, and more beautiful for the coming years. Vote Elder 2019.
Alright, Daft, your turn.
Thank you. So obviously, my campaign doesn't exist just out of changing currency. I have plenty more points. Many of them benefit Dalek in many ways, in beautification, in transport, in infrastructure, whatever you want to. Everything will be beneficial for Dalek. And I agree with everything Eldorazi has said. Apart from that, my policies are not the best for Dalek, because I do think they are. Because in the end, I work for every single one. Again, every single person from going from New Wolf to Dalek will be supported by me, so they can become rich people and enjoy Dalek as much as they can. Vote after Dalek.
Alright! There you have it. This is Chip Dingle that just landed you the dangle. That was the debates.
Yay.
That was sweet, wasn't it? Like, I did the dangle thing, so yeah.
I've never, first off, I'm completely taken by this Chip Dingle personality. I didn't know this was a thing. Now I feel You've both been wonderful.
Hey.
But goddamn
Good
it.
job, Dalek.
Why isn't this man our president? Look at his mustache.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
That's a mustache.
Excuse
I
me.
would see. You did it. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like mine is more, you know,
I feel like
mustachy.
I've been on the wrong website, and you guys are here to arrest me.
Well, you know, Chip Dingle does have his problems.